Is this video gonna piss people off? Yeah, are people gonna get mad? Okay, turn it off. That's all we can afford. What's going on, you guys? Steve here. So this video is going to be a little different. I found this article from GameSpot called the best video game box art of all time, and I figured we could just check it out. Actually, before we get into it, I just want to preface this. I want to be as objective as possible. I know a bunch of these conversations, especially in gaming, everybody just pushes their personal preference. I think that's a big problem when you get into these top whatever conversations, the best of conversations, because you get these Xbox diehards and PlayStation diehards and Nintendo diehards and Pokemon diehards, and everybody's just pushing and arguing what they play every day. And it's like, you're not really being fair by just acknowledging whatever is in your rotation. So I want to be as objective as possible. We'll see if I actually do that, but I want to try. Super Mario Bros. 3, I agree. This is a great game and a great cover. Yeah, this is honestly my favorite Mario game. This one, and I would say Super Mario Land 2 for the original Game Boy. Those are my two favorite Nintendo or Mario games. I'm not really a Nintendo guy. I only had two Game Boys as a kid. My first console was a PS2, then I retroactively got a Dreamcast, and I've never had a Nintendo console at home. I've played them, obviously, all of them over the years, but yeah, I'd never owned them, so yeah, this one is for sure on the list. Red Dead Redemption 2. I would not put a newer game on this list. Maybe that's a hot take. Okay, let's get into the hot takes right out the gate. I don't believe that anything from the PS4 or Xbox One generation, anything that came out within the past 5 to 8-ish years should be in a best of conversation. If you like something, that's great. If it's popular and it's blowing up, cool. But it can't be classic or in some best of list if it's still relatively new. Something that really bothers me, especially nowadays, is that people claim everything they enjoy is classic, and it's like, bro, this album came out last week. If you like it, just say you like it. It requires time for people to say, okay, I remember this. It's been 2-3 console generations and we're still talking about this game. It's still getting ported. It's one of the most beloved games of all time. Then it gets in that conversation. But if it's a new game or something relatively new that you just like, that's not classic. I'm sure I'm going to get downvoted to hell by some diehard Red Dead fans. I'm not knocking the game. I just think if it's new, it shouldn't be in that conversation yet. But you let me know how you feel about that. Pokemon Red, for sure. I would put all three of them on there, the OGs. Breath of the Wild, yeah, same thing. I think it's too new to be in this conversation. There's a bunch of other games that should be on this list before we're talking about Switch and PS4. Period. Literally a PS4 game, Borderlands right after. Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog, for sure. This should be on here. Absolute classic game, classic cover art. Legend of Zelda, yup. 3D. Why is a 3DS game on here? Super Mario Strikers. I only played this game once or twice, but I mean, that's irrelevant. I remember seeing this art everywhere. It's very cool. I love that style. GTA Vice City, yeah, for sure. I'm not a Vice City glazer. I love the GTA franchise. I enjoy all of them except the very first one. I even played GTA 2 on Dreamcast to this day. I enjoy that. I have more time with GTA 3 and all the games after. Vice City and the original GTA are probably the games I played the least, so I don't have that attachment like the rest of this timeline does, so I just don't glaze it as hard as everybody else does. I understand it's a classic game, cool story, it had some very iconic voice actors. I just don't have that personal attachment, but I can acknowledge for sure this is very iconic art. Kingdom Hearts, yup, this was one of my favorite games as a kid. Absolute classic. This box art was so dope. It was reflective too. Very cool game, very cool cover. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, I would not put this on my list, but I mean, if people feel that's an iconic cover, okay. I don't really see it. God Hand, I would not put that on there. Is this video gonna piss people off? Yeah, are people going to get mad? Resistance, Fall of Man, I would not put this on there. There's other games you can pick. Oh, that's it. Is that it? These are the only games they picked too? Oh, they're trolling with this list. Yeah, this is rage bait. This is rage. You can't tell me this isn't rage bait. They're trying to get engagement. They want traffic on the site, and congrats, I'm here now. If you're going to make a best of gaming list, it needs to be a top 50 or a top 100 minimum. This is pretty disingenuous to be this quick with it. There's no shot. There's so many games. There's so many older games, so many iconic games that are older than the PS4, Xbox One generation that were not here. I guess at this point, let's just go down the list of games just off the top of my head. I would put NBA Jam in there, Duck Hunt, Super Mario. I would definitely pick Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. That box art goes crazy. Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Land for the Game Boy. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. Let's put Yoshi's Island on there. You know it's bad when you make me glaze Nintendo because I'm not really a Nintendo player. I haven't played a Nintendo console in years. It's been literal years since I've touched one. Mario 64 should be on here. What else? Star Wars Pod Racer. Put that one on there. I don't know. GoldenEye should be on here. I hate that game with a fiery passion. I think it's kind of overrated. I didn't have an N64 as a kid, and that was the game where whenever I went over to someone's house, they would break that out because they knew they could stomp me in it, and I just thought that was kind of lame, so I just built this resentment towards the game. But I can acknowledge the cover art. It's very iconic. Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, Street Fighter Alpha 3, literally every version of the game, Alpha 2. What else can we pick? There's so many old games. Spyro, Driver. I don't think I ever beat that practice level in that garage. I don't think I ever beat the game, or just that level. I never got to the actual game. GTA 3, San Andreas, GTA 5. I would say GTA 4. Yeah, why not? Let's put all the GTAs. All of them except the very first one, maybe. I'm thinking Dreamcast. What's on the Dreamcast? Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. That's kind of crazy. That wasn't up here. Crazy Taxi, iconic. Capcom vs. SNK 1. Dude, there's so many games that should be on this list. Holy bro. Like, there's so many games. There's just so many games. NBA 2K, the OGs with AI. Earthworm Jim, YOLO. We're just naming random games at this point. I would put Soul Calibur 2 in this conversation for sure. Each console had a different guest character that was on the cover. It was so dope. Time Crisis 2 and 3, CVS 2 for sure. Japanese Dreamcast version specifically, that one's tight. Power Stone 1, F-Zero GX, Metroid Prime, Mario Kart Double Dash, Super Circuit for the Game Boy, Jet Grind Radio for Dreamcast, Halo 1, 2, 3, EA Skate 1. That art was pretty dope. It's just the wheel. That reminds me, Tony Hawk 1 through 4 for sure. I would put Def Jam, Vendetta, and Fight for New York in this conversation. Gran Turismo 3 and 4. I'm trying to get into the bag now. And the thing about this list, all of these games I'm listing, they're not just my favorite games. I'm being as fair as possible. I'm thinking about games that are very iconic, and I just remember the cover art being everywhere. This is not necessarily my favorite games ever, because there's a bunch of games I love more than the ones I've named, and they're not on here. Super Mario Sunshine, Beautiful Joe is sick, Virtua Fighter 1 and 2, Tekken 3, Need for Speed, Underground 2, Midnight Club 3, that looked cool. Midnight Club 1 was kind of sick. X-Men vs. Street Fighter. This is kind of tough. It's just gonna boil down to what I like, what you hate, what I hate. Shenmue. I would put Shenmue in there for sure. I'll tell you what, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. What games would you put on your best box art of all time?